All right. I recently won a giveaway on Instagram by Angel Kiss Nail Designs, and one of the prizes was to be able to pick two polishes from Parrot Polish, and Parrot Polish is one of my favorite indie brands. And David was kind enough to send me a couple extras as well, and the extras were Waves of Grace and Waves of Compassion, which were some charity polishes from not too long ago. And I decided to do a stamp marble on with these because I thought these colors would look really pretty together with white. And I'm not sure if that's what it's called, the stamp marble. But if you follow Marine LP on either Instagram or YouTube, she does this technique a lot, and hers always come out fabulous. And this is the first time I've been able to make this technique work for me, and to the point where I actually like what it turned out to be. Usually it turns out quite blobby and misformed, and I really wasn't sure what I was doing wrong there. But what I've discovered works for me is, one, not to use a clear stamper. I'm using these Creative Shop space stampers that aren't clear but are sticky and pretty flat, as you can see. And this is what seems to work best for me. And the second thing I do is I let the design dry on the stamper before stamping. And I'll show you that in a little bit, because this is the one that I'm going to put on there for you. So for the stamp marble, what I do is I just lay down a really sort of thick coat of white, and then I just dot on a bunch of the two colors. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're going to be squishing it around. And then you can do whatever design you want on these, but what I'm going to do is just a up and down and then back and forth design like that, and to make it a pretty drag marbly design. And then I'm just going to press the stamper down in one motion, and then I'm going to just let that dry. Okay, and I'll show you how this looks with the one that's already been drying. I find if you do 2 or 3 at a time, by the time you're done with the second or third one, then the first one you did will be ready to stamp. So it only takes a few minutes for it to dry. Now the downside for this is, obviously, because you're looking at the back side of the design, you're really not sure what it's going to look like on the other end, but you can sort of guess from where the colors are and from the white is where the designs are going to be. So what I do is I just place my nail where I think I'm going to like it, and just press down firmly and let it stick to my base of white, and the Mani Defender liquid latex. So just like a decal, I sort of want to, because it's still fairly wet, I want to try to separate this as much as possible, so that when I remove the latex, I don't have too much to clean up. So you can see that looks like. Make sure all the edges are down, and then I can clean that up like I did the other ones. What happens to me if I don't let it wait is, I mean, these are sort of pretty as is, and if I wanted to, I could save these and apply them on. But what happens is when I apply the stamper while the polish is really wet, it just smears all over the place and the design is completely lost. So that's when I decided that, hey, if I let it dry, then it should work out better. And for me, that's been the case. So anyway, I hope that was useful to you, and thanks for watching.